Well, the KwaZulu-Natal Premier Nomusa Dube-Ncube is hosting a crime Imbizo in Inchanga. This is outside Durban. And the aim there is to discuss and find lasting solutions to soaring crime levels in the province. Newzroom Afrika's Ntando Mnyandu is on the story and joins us now. Ntando, we've been on the move quite a bit. So tell us today, crime is a huge issue, not only in the province, but around the country as well. And KZN has been a hotspot in terms of killings. We've seen killings of political players, killings of taxi, people involved in the taxi industry and so on. So they have, the usual issues that we have across the country and some issues very specific to the province.
Certainly, you're spot on. You would know that KwaZulu-Natal, has been making headlines, particularly when it comes to brutal crimes, where you would have merciless killings, mass killings, and you would have also incidences where police would, have confrontations with a group of criminals and they would end deadly. So the province of KwaZulu-Natal has been the talk in South Africa when it comes to crime stats. As you would know that you have areas such as Ntando, which is ranked number 2 in the country when it comes to violent crimes, GBV cases. But particularly today we are seeing a multi-sectoral crime Imbizo that is spearheaded by the Office of the Premier with other sister departments like the Department of Community Safety, Transport and Liaison in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. You've got pastors, you've got traditional leaders, and all formations such as the CPFs. They are gathering here today in Inchanga, which is outside Durban, to find solutions to these crimes, because they are saying crime starts from communities. Criminals are known, they come from families. So now it's high time that communities set together with government and relevant stakeholders to find solutions. But to tell us more about the reasoning behind hosting this multi-sectoral crime Imbizo here in Inchanga, I'm joined by Mnyandu, who's the Deputy Director General in the Office of the Premier. Thank you very much for your time. The thought of having Imbizo here, what brought about that, and what is it that you are hoping to achieve this time around, as you know that you are gearing up towards elections? Political killings, have been a feature in the province of KwaZulu-Natal and all forms of crimes.
Thank you very much. This is not the first Imbizo which is focusing on fighting crime. This is the third one in the province. We started on the west of Durban. This is the second one in Durban. We had one also in Lingana. As you know, that there's been a lot of crime in terms of cross-border crime. But here the focus in Ward 4 of eThekwini in the area called Inchanga. In the past there have been killings in this area. And also when we interacted with the community, including the police station that is here, the information we got even from the councillor is that there are serious crimes in this particular area, and specifically the rape cases. But when we interrogated further, the reason is that there is no police station that is stationed within the community. And it's not the first time that the community has raised the issue of crime. It was raised, and there was a promise that there will be a satellite police station, but a mobile truck was procured by the SAPS, but unfortunately it is not yet anchored in the community where the challenges are. But on the part of intervention, this morning the Premier and the MEC for Community Safety and Liaison started at the police station with the senior police officials to interrogate what are the challenges in the station, what kind of crime stats are in the area. Because some are crime, for example, they mention even, I would say, petty crimes. When they know that the schools have got grocery for learners, they actually then begin to go and break in those particular areas. And a lot of social ills in this area, because it's quite a settlement that is congested. And therefore, there are a lot of petty crimes. But the government does that beyond just focusing on crime with all the sectors of the community, but also the issue of service delivery. Because once we're in an area we make sure that we leave nothing behind. One of the issues has been the transformers that are off for about 18 months. I must say that just yesterday evening, the Premier was energizing one of the transformers that has been installed through the support of government. And also that actually the lighting itself, which is the environmental design, dispels some of the petty crimes that might be happening in the community. Therefore, we are here, then the Premier will talk much about this, which is the crime, because she's now coming from the police station. The MEC for Community Safety and Liaison will also talk much about this. As the Office of the Premier, we coordinate not only alone with even the national government departments that have a footprint in the province, with eThekwini as a local municipality, and also with all other government departments and the sectors of the society, your CPF, your Amakosi, your religious leaders, because it is a societal issue in this area that is fighting crime.
The issue of a police station, it raises some concern. Why is it that it has taken so long to have a functional police station in this area, particularly given the background that you gave, that a lot of killings took place in this area, while the neighboring Kempatown area, KwaXimba, we've got Hammersdale on the other side of the N2. Why has it taken so long for that police station to be brought to the community where crime is taking place?
There is a process. Yesterday we were appraised by the SAPS in terms of the processes, because firstly was to find land, and there is the land that has been donated now, but that process may take a little bit longer. But the immediate intervention was to get a mobile truck to be stationed here. That is what the Premier will report on today. In terms of that truck being brought in here. Because one of the issues that was reported by the SAPS was actually getting the personnel, because they need a minimum of 7 that will be able to man this mobile truck here in the community. So that is where the issue is in terms of the process.
The issue of community involvement in fighting crime in forms of community policing forums and all other structures, how is government, finding that synergy between government institutions and communities?
I must say that there are vehicles that are parked just here outside that have been procured by the provincial government in support of the CPFs. Some of them have already been given to the CPF. We've got about 10 that are stationed here today, just to showcase that there is support that the government is giving to the CPF, particularly those functional CPF. And here, yesterday it was confirmed by the HOD for Community Safety and Liaison that the structures are functional here. It may be just a support that is given to them in terms of vehicles, in terms of the uniform, so that they are able to be identified.
Thank you very much for
Thank you very much.
Well, that is Zakhele Mngai, the Deputy Director General in the Office of the Premier here in KwaZulu-Natal, saying that, the uplands, the issue that this area of Inchanga has been without a police station for the longest of time will come to an end as the land has been procured. Actually, it was donated to government for the building of the police station, much to the relief of the community here, Iman.
Ntando, Mnyandu, thank you very much for that. A really important initiative and development in a context of really critical crime levels.